Welcome back, my love, to the Date Yourself podcast. Today I have a special episode for you if you are feeling a little bit lost. We've all been there, very familiar for me for the last period. So if you need some clarity, if you want to feel more confident in the steps that you're taking, I'm gonna guide you through the steps that you can take. Like, use your discernment. If it feels right, you can try it. If it doesn't, no problem at all. These are the things that I do to get more comfortable in the unknown and feel more have more clarity and feel more confident in the space that I'm in. I do believe that we need these periods where we're kind of in the dark to reflect and process stuff. I do feel like that is needed. And so maybe it feels very frustrating right now, and maybe you are kind of stuck, you could say. But I also think that that's for sure the mind's perspective, because we should be working all the time. We should be earning money. We should be taking care of so-and-so and show our lives on Instagram, whatever. That is society, right? So that's the mind. That's our programming. So the mind and the intuition can actually not coexist. They are very separate. You can explain it through science. And so they monitor the brain waves, the frequency of the brain waves, which means if you are thinking, your mind is in the gamma or the beta state, gamma beta. And so this means that the brain waves are very sporadic and they move very fast. And when you are meditating or when you are checking in with your intuition, these brainwaves become very calm and they're not sporadic anymore. They are just think of that monitor that you see in these hospital series where they listen to the heart and they see the frequency of the heart, the beautiful symmetric waves. That is your mind when you are in a peaceful state. This also happens when you sleep, but you can also guide yourself into these states through meditation, for example. And so the frequency or the brainwave that your mind is in when you are sleeping is the delta state. And your body is healing when you are sleeping. Your body is processing, right? And so we need sleep to be able to function, to do these things. But then you can work with the body, with the subconscious mind and the intuition when you are meditating. And those states are called the theta and the alpha state. So alpha is more the state that you're in if you are being creative, if you are in your creativity, if you're relaxing, visualizing. And then theta, you can really communicate with your deeper self, with your intuition. This is scientifically proven, mostly when you look at the research of Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's done a lot of monitoring of people who were meditating and really cool experiments with that. So that's a scientific part of it. But how can you use that in a practical way? So what I show my clients and what I do myself is I get into the theta state where I get profound answers that I could not get if I was in the delta or beta state, which is the mind, the busy mind. So that is kind of how you can explain it practically. But what I actually do is I go into acceptance. And I can explain this more and more, but actually you kind of want you to drop in and do an experiment with me. So are you up for that? Yes, it's actually pretty easy. So if you want to do this experiment with me to experience the theta state when you are conscious, you're not sleeping, this is gonna be really fun. This is going to help you to accept and then get some clarity. I also want to give a little disclaimer. If you are driving or working right now, please pause this and pick it up later if you still want to experiment with this, because you are going to get very relaxed and that's not safe on the road, so let's not do that. Okay, so if you're not working or driving, let's experiment with the theta state, okay? Ready? You may close your eyes and breathe out. And actually doing this is already helping you move through these stages, these brainwaves. So you're probably now going from like beta to alpha. And I want you to move your attention to the place where the stuckness lives. So keep breathing out, paying attention to your breath. And already feel the difference that just simply breathing out makes. So where is this stuckness or this feeling, the feeling of feeling lost, located in your body? Like, is it your belly? Is it your throat? Your pinky toe? Just locate it in the body, and don't think about this because the mind has nothing to do with this. Just feel where it lives in the body. And if you have pinpointed it, I want to ask you to go directly towards it. And keep breathing out. And now that you have located this point in your body, I want you to zoom in. And just feel what lives there. Maybe you can give it a shape. So is it a square? Is it like as round as a ball? Is it big or small? Maybe give it a color. Now keep breathing into it. And you will feel that these feelings will start to make themselves known to you, but please stay with it and breathe through it. You can do this. Keep breathing. Stay there. Breathe out. And maybe you feel that the feeling has started to change a little bit. Just keep paying attention to that place, that shape, breathing into it. See how it is dissolving a little bit, changing. So keep breathing into that spot. It just wants to be seen by you and felt by you. Just by doing this, it becomes less and less there. It's dissolving little by little, piece by piece. So keep breathing. You've got this. Just feel how you're feeling now. You might want to cry or sigh or burp, or maybe you feel like you want to punch someone. It's okay. It's all okay. And so now it is dissolving and getting smaller. I just want you to know that you can not wish it away, the stuckness or the sadness, the feeling of being lost. Just wants to be seen and acknowledged. And so we can stay here in this feeling of peace for a little bit. The silence that has arisen within you, the peace. Just stay here for a little bit. And so through accepting, you've made space And in this space, clarity can come to you. Clarity in the form of your intuition, giving you some answers, which is what we're going to do right now. So I want you to move your attention down to your belly or your heart, whatever feels right to you. Just breathe in there at your belly or your heart and breathe out. Feel the quietness and the peace in your body that you've just created. And then I want you to ask your intuition, I'll call it the soul voice. Soul voice, can you show me what it feels like to be loved? Can you fully make me feel what it feels like to be loved and safe? Just listen to the answer without thinking it with the mind. Just direct that question down towards your heart or your belly. Breathe and receive the answer. Soul voice, can you show me what it feels like to be loved and safe right now? And for a moment, we're just gonna sit here and feel this love, this peace move through your body. And whatever is coming up, know that it's safe to be there. If you feel like you want to cry or burp or whatever, let it happen. Let it out. Keep breathing deeply with me, in and out. So how does it feel to know that you're already loved and safe right now? So feel it in your heart, feel it in your belly, feel it in your whole body. And then gently, I want you to take the time, so when you are ready, to open your eyes and to come back to me. Take a few deep breaths to fully come back. Feel your body sitting or lying down, whatever you're doing before you were listening to this episode. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Just gonna give everyone a little time, because we tend to go very deep when we are in this theta state. My leg has gone to sleep, so I'm feeling all the pins and needles right now. Oh gosh. Okay. So, you just moved through the beta into the theta state. How was that? It's pretty easy, right? And that is why the acceptance sometimes just seems really hard to do, but actually when you decide that you want to feel whatever it is that you're actually feeling and you let it exist and you breathe into it, it will dissolve. And now that you've done this, the clarity can come to you, because you've just created space. When we are worried and in the mind a lot, we just stay there. There is no doorway for the intuition to come in and to give us answers, because we're just staying up there. We just stay in the mind in the beta and gamma state. So if you want to try to receive more answers from your intuition, you totally can. This is just the beginning of a relationship that you can build with your intuition in this theta state. So if you want to use it to know what you need to do in business, or if you want to make a change in your life, maybe change careers, or you're not sure about a relationship, or you are healing from a loss or something hard that you needed to do, like your intuition is right there for you and it loves you and you are already safe and you can work with it to receive healing, just like we did just now in this theta state. It's very easy to access if you know how to. So I'm going to be giving a group course. I'm thinking of inviting 10 people into the course because I want to give personal attention to everyone and make sure that, it's not just a normal course where you can just do all the homework yourself. I just want to really be there for you guys to guide you through how to make this relationship with your intuition and your guides as well, like the psychic side of intuition. I talked about that in the last episode. If you want to know how I work as a psychic and how I developed that kind of gift, you could say. Everyone has that gift. That's exactly what I talked about in last week's episode. I want to make it practical. I want to help you have this helpline that is actually within you. So you're not dependent on anyone else anymore. You can just listen to your own intuition, your own guidance, which is super empowering and can give you so many breakthroughs and healing, because that theta state is kind of the place where all the magic happens, basically. That is what I've recognized within my own life. The moment that I started to listen to this space, I started to accept what was there. I've cleared out so much old hurt and confusion and all these things that were kind of stuck in my body. My intuition in this theta state kind of helped me clear that out. And I want to help you do that as well, so you can move forward and you feel lighter and excited about life. And I know that this is possible through listening to your intuition. And so if you want to join our group program, it's going to be launching around December. I'm going to be starting it in January. Keep your eyes peeled for that. I will give some more information about it in later episodes. But if that's something that you're interested in, you can already DM me about it. I have not got a wait list or whatever. I'm just going to launch it in December. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure that you tune in then. I'm very excited about it. I have always wanted to teach something like that to a group. I think it's going to be a beautiful atmosphere of people really wanting to find wisdom within and kind of create this magical experience by being more empowered and trusting ourselves more. This is what I can teach you, and I think that within this group we're going to teach each other a lot as well. We're also going to be reading for each other, which is beautiful. I love receiving readings and doing readings for other people. That's something that we're going to try out. And I will also include some EFT within it. And so the reason that I still do EFT with all this intuition work is because it's also acceptance. And of the thread for healing in my life and in my client's life has been accepting what is and then rewriting the story. You cannot run away from what is. You have to look at it for it to dissolve and to go away and for this space to be created. So I'm very excited for you that you just opened the door to clarity. I would love to know that after listening to this episode, if you have experienced any clarity or a shift happening or maybe opportunities coming towards you, let me know, because that tends to happen. And if you want to experience more of this, you can also just book a session with me to experience this one-on-one. If the group thing doesn't suit you or January, it feels just way too long and you want to work on trusting your intuition right now, you're so welcome. I would love to meet with you. Find the link in the show notes to work with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day being in this really relaxed, loving state. If you have any questions about what you experienced, please don't hesitate to ask me. I would love to explain a little bit more. Take it easy, and I will speak to you in another episode. Bye, guys.